We have our student from the college who is Amira Adams, and she has a poem that she wrote that she would like to share with you, actually hearing this poem as well. So if you don't mind, she would definitely love to hear it, to share it.
Oh, let's hear it. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Amira, are you here?
I am here. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so before I get into this poem, because warning, it is a little deep, I just want to kind of introduce it and tell you a little bit more about it. So as you all know, or maybe not, this week has been pretty deep. These past 2 weeks, I guess we can say, this year in general. And so there's been a lot of tension in the air, and this poem was written kind of trying to show the other side of it. And so I think it's important to be able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and kind of see from somebody else's viewpoint, even if you can't feel it or experience it yourself. And so I just want to, before I start, I want to say that this is not everybody's truth, and that I don't speak for everybody, but I do speak for me and a lot of times for people who can relate to this poem. And so I want you to take this and really clear your minds and receive it. And I think we can learn a lot from it. So here we go. Picture me standing here as a white man with the privileged life and the privileged wife with the privileged kids, the chosen ones with the privileged skin, the privileged son and the privileged daughter, the man you could never slaughter without being persecuted or disputed for what you did. Not knowing that what you did to him is what your ancestors lived. See, it's not who you are, it's what your ancestors did. I have nothing against you because we were just kids. See, I wasn't even a creation. But the hatred was passed down from generation to generation to generation in this nation, see. It wouldn't take much for me to hate you or despise you, knowing my ancestors cried because of you, knowing my ancestors died because of you, knowing my ancestors' rights and mine are denied because of you, but that doesn't mean I'm incapable of loving you, see. Hand in hand we stand. Hand in hand we stand, but all this standing won't fix these problems created by man. See, Obama said, yes, we can, but can we really be free from all this oppression and grief falling down to the generation of me, blocking our vision so we can't even see? If it's like we're trapped in a box now, we can't even breathe. All we want is the truth. Our hands up, but they still shoot. They say the game is equal, but for some reason, Blacks have a tendency to lose. We are the minorities with the majority of hate. They say the nation is for us and not against us, but how can we tell when all this love, when all this inclusion feels fake? See, I don't know about you, but this can't be my plate with all these problems they create, then dropping it on my plate. But remember, what you sow, you will reap. And I can't be mad about all this on my plate when my goal is to eat. Now picture me as I am, a Black girl. Could you live and not be free, growing from roots of a broken tree? Could you be me? So that's the end of that poem. And I really was speaking from the perspective of a Black girl, a lot of times in school, and you really have to learn how to navigate, and you see people like you that may be in terrible situations, and then you say, picture me standing here as somebody else. How would you respond? So I challenge you to picture yourself as the students you're teaching, picture yourself in their feet, picture yourself as in their position, and then how would you then acknowledge them? How would you then go about any situation or go about teaching? How would you want somebody to speak to you, then speak to them in that way? And so I hope you received that poem, and I hope you enjoyed the poem, and I can't wait to see you guys again. So thank you for having me.